Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Cyberpunk 2077. So, I'm still here where I left off at the end of last episode, and I haven't really made any specific plans for this episode. So how about we just take a look at our map and see if we have something in the vicinity. Like, for example, this side job over here. And yeah, I guess I parked my bike over here, so I might just be able to call it. Oh, and I actually did get like a new message right before starting this recording, so let me have a look at that as well. It's Takamura again. I still don't know whether we did right by revealing ourselves to Okada-san. Trust is like a sucker that should be drunk, chilled, and in moderation. He always has these flowery metaphors. Thanks for the tip, I'll keep it in mind. What, suddenly Wakako's not a delightful, mature woman? Yeah, what happened to that assessment? She reminds me of my grandmother. Also a delight, but capable of terrorizing the entire neighborhood. Even the Oyabun. Okay. Oyabun is like a Yakuza boss. It's kind of like the Yakuza equivalent to like a godfather. So must be quite the impressive woman. But yeah, I'm not sure why Takamura is suddenly so concerned about Wakako. And yeah, I will continue to call her Wakako because I think that's a better Japanese pronunciation. I'm not sure why everyone calls her Wakako, since they seem to get it right with Hanako. You know, they do not call her Hanako or something. So yeah, a little bit weird. But whatever, let's check out our mission. No, it's not this road. It's gotta be the next one. Somewhere over here. Let's have a look. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's a dead guy. A corpse. Vital signs none. Cause of death unknown. Identity no records found. Warning, suspected murder. Leave the area to avoid becoming an NCPD suspect. I mean, I've killed so many people that I think this isn't really going to matter much. But apparently we have a weapon here. A smart pistol called Skippy. Okay, I'll take it.
New fingerprints detected.
Oh.
The fuck?
Increasing volume by 33%.
What the
New
hell?
fingerprints detected.
What the hell are you?
Yes, good
User
question.
inquiry. Technical specifications. HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model.
Great.
Name. Skippy.
Really? Skippy?
Skippy. Seriously.
Increasing volume by 66%. Name.
I'm
Please
not
don't.
deaf.
Understood. Hearing within norm. Possible issue. Low IQ. Reducing speech rate by 33%. My name is Skippy.
No, it's just... Oh, never mind.
Great, just what I needed. Smart as gun talking to me. So, was that your owner? And if yes, what happened to him?
Guy by the dumpster. That's your owner?
Checking memory. Resources available. 100%. All files removed manually. Possible cause. Theft. Original owner. No data. Suggested solution. None.
I got one. I'll take you.
Processing request. No objections found.
Okay. But can I change your name maybe?
Can I change your name?
No.
Why not? Considering I'm your new owner.
Increasing volume by 300%.
Why do you
Administrator rights are needed
want
to
to keep
complete
your
that
name
action.
so badly?
You do not have the required permissions.
I see. But are you fully functional otherwise?
You still got all your functions.
Running system diagnostics. Testing will take approximately 47 seconds.
Alright, go ahead.
Bum, bum, be-dum, bum,
What-
bum,
What
be-dum,
are you
bum.
doing?
I'm making the wait more pleasant with a soothing melody.
Please don't.
Bum, bum, be-dum, bum, bum, be-dum, bum. Test successfully completed. The program's Skippy version 0.01 alpha is running correctly.
0.01 alpha. Okay, so tell me what you can do.
Alright, so what can you do? Besides talk my ear off.
Primary feature, automated targeting. In case of critical threat to user, autonomous shooting capabilities. Please choose one of two operating modes. First mode, puppy-loving pacifist. I will aim at the enemy's lower extremities.
Interesting.
Second mode, stone-cold killer. I will aim exclusively at the head.
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I have other means to take down people non-lethally. Then again, there might be scenarios where I can't use my quick hacks or overheat or whatever. And normally guns are already pretty lethal. So maybe having a gun that is specifically non-lethal can be useful in some situations. So let's go for the puppy-loving pacifist, I suppose.
Well, guess I'll go with puppy-loving pacifist.
Adjusting settings.
I'm also not sure if I can trust this gun. It seems a little bit unhinged.
Selected mode, puppy-loving pacifist. Enjoy permanently crippling your enemies.
Like I said, unhinged. Okay, so now I actually have this gun. Yep, it's a smart pistol. Or more like a smart ass pistol. Of course, I don't have the cyberware to use smart guns, so...
Are you happy with the autonomous shooting function? Please jump to confirm.
I haven't actually tried it yet. I've just been trying to aim at stuff. So will this gun occasionally just make some snarky comments? Probably, huh?
We can't escape.
Yeah, of course, since I don't have like the smart weapon cyberware, I can't use the full range of functions, I believe. Which means I will, at least for the time being, switch back to my normal gun. How does it compare to my standard gun, by the way? Let's see the comparison. Well, it doesn't fare that well in direct comparison, but like I said, maybe if I use my smart pistol implant, it might be better. And I can maybe upgrade it even more. But I guess for the time being, I will switch back to my normal gun, and maybe I will at some point try to make proper use of Skippy as like a smart weapon. Okay, well, apparently that's all there is to this quest. Well, something new every day in this city. Anyway, let's see, what else do we got around here? I kind of want to finish this little gig over here, since there's a bunch of scanner missions in the vicinity that I skipped so far because I don't want to trigger that gig. So let's check this off the list, and then I will try to find something more substantial again. Alright, this seems to be the place, kinda. I can already see some potential enemies, but since this is not a hostile zone, I think I can just get closer normally. And I'm still waiting for my call. Okay, here we go.
Won't lie, V. I got a shit job for you.
Okay.
Political meaning. You'll need to grab some dirty docs on Javier Alvarado, advisor to the mayor.
Okay.
Intel
That one?
says you'll find them in the office of El Pinche Bollo. Valentino run joint. Want more details? Scan the attachment.
Okay, well, let's have a look at it. Gig type, thievery, objective, steal data on Javier Alvarado's embezzlement activity. So is there like someone who is in contact with the dead mayor? Or like the current deputy mayor or something? It's election season, so everyone's got a political stick up their ass. Can't say I like it, but it is good for biz. Young woman came up to me, claims to be a media. She must be a wizard with words because I've never seen a media jack like her burn so much cash. She's fishing for dirt on the mayor's advisor, Javier Alvarado. Says Alvarado is embezzling public money, padding the Valentino's pockets. Proof apparently found in the office of El Pinche Pollo, some Valentino-run restaurant. Have a look there. This media seemed confident of her sources. And you know how this rolls. She fronts the eddies. We don't ask who she writes for. Okay. Well, let's have a look at it. Enter the restaurant. Okay, if it's a restaurant, I can probably just go inside normally, right? I still may want to perform a ping here and start tagging a few people. Also, I do see like a camera over here. This might be a faster way to tag everyone, since I can actually look inside this building. We do have quite a few cameras in this place, so it should be helpful. This is just a different angle. We'll detect all of these guys. Okay, this is some kind of back room. Take this guy already. Now this right here might be interesting because it's like computer, right? And if I'm looking for data, then the computer is probably what I'm looking for. And yeah, now I'm just back where I started, and let's turn off this camera while I'm at it. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Also, I want to turn off that camera as well. Let me do another ping here. Come on, I saw this camera earlier. Why can't I see it now? Well, I guess I just have to remember where the cameras are. Now, let's see. I guess I have to go through here, but maybe I will take a look around the building on the outside. Maybe I can find a better way inside. Okay, this is just the same place. We have some open windows here. The question is, can I jump high enough to get there? Okay, that's the computer that I tagged. So, yeah, it is inside this room. This is a guy on the phone that I saw earlier. Yeah, I might be able to take him out and maybe jump into this room. I just have to be careful about the camera in that room. So let's see if I can use memory wipe overheat to take him out. And then we'll see if my jumpy legs are enough to jump up here. And I will have to quickly find that camera and disable it. Okay, I think I might be able to get up here. Yep, I can. And there's the camera. Let's turn it off. Alright. That worked well, and... Yep, this is the computer I've been looking for. Alright, perfect. Let's read the messages. Little press from Ladrillo to Mauricio Salinas. Mauricio, it's done. Birds flew in the cage, got chirpy, got fucked up, wiped their claws out, Cam scrolled all of it. They lead out of your hand. They're yours now. Let me know when you want to apply the pressure, L. That is very cryptic. Neighborhood support. Javi Alvarado to Mauricio Salinas. Okay, this is the guy we're trying to find dirt on. Dear Senor Salinas, I look upon your business and philanthropy in the Glen with great interest. It's thanks to enterprising people such as you in the area, the area is teeming with life and development opportunities. I'm absolutely convinced our cooperation can prosper under current conditions. Of course, in the event of any changes regionally, so to speak, we will reassess our arrangements as needed. Respectfully, Javier Alvarado. Okay. I mean, this is very vague. Hopefully there's something juicier about this guy here. And that's just a spam mail. But yeah, let's just steal the data.
Some things never change. Gonks tick the ballot and think they're actually making a choice.
Only ever been one choice in this city. Corruption. Same shit, different assholes. And every time they think this time will be different. Well, we get what we fucking deserve.
Suddenly he pops up here to make some political commentary. Okay, Johnny. Ooh, look at this. I'm guessing this is all the dirty money this guy has been paying. Can I please pick this up? I mean, clearly it has a marker on it, like stuff I can pick up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I guess that's all I need to do. And doesn't look like there's anything else around here. So I'm just going to leave. Let's make sure to pick up all the loot. And off we go. That was a quick and clean job.
All according to plan. Glad I can count on you. Contract closed.
Contract closed. Okay, I'm glad I got this off the map, because now I can do all these scanner missions without the risk of triggering this gig. We have another side mission over here. Oh, that's for the police guy, right? But honestly, there's someone who has been waiting for even longer than this guy. So maybe instead of continuing that one, let's meet with Panem finally and see what she needs. I think she's somewhere like out in the Badlands, right? Yep, all the way over here. But we do have a fast travel spot nearby. So I guess I will use that opportunity. Let's just find the next fast travel spot over here. And let's see how we can help her. Alright, off we go. All the way to that Nomad camp. Also, while I'm there, I may want to look around a little bit. Never really got the chance to do that. Okay. And he has another message for me. Okay, it's just new contracts, right? Streets have their eyes on you. V, I have new clients and contracts for you. Keep up the work. Alright. And what is that other message? Oh, it's also from him. Yep. Nothing too interesting. Okay, so Panem's over there. But like I said, maybe I do want to look around here a little bit. We have a few shops. Not that I really need to buy anything, but still. The Coptic Bible. That is an odd thing to find in a location like this, but okay. I will take it, and I may want to do a little bit of codex reading soon. The Chronicles of Titania. Huh. I wonder if that's a real book. What is this over here? Look in mirror. Oh, there's actually a mirror here. I didn't see this. This is like a small portable version, huh? Look at her. She looks good. She looks good. Anyway. Been looking enough. Okay. I mean, we got a bunch of people here, but it doesn't seem that I can actually talk to anyone. The Fall of the Beckers. Okay, this actually might be an interesting read. The Beckers were V's old clan, right? So I would actually like to learn more about this now. So let's read this right away. The indirect cause of the family's weakening in leadership was, paradoxically, not enough internal opposition within the group. Decisions made by Celita Becker, the charismatic and surprisingly long-lived leader, were made without so much as a grumble, and her orders were carried out immediately. Celita led the Beckers with an iron fist. She was a domineering figure, perhaps overwhelmingly so, but you couldn't call her a tyrant. Loved and respected by all towards the end of her life, she seemed to regret that nobody in the family tried to take power or at the very least challenge her authority. After her death, the family entered a transition period. Celita's position was occupied successfully by Delu Beckham, Lorna Ruiz, and Chari Darlin. None of them led the family for more than 2 years. Delu died during a skirmish with Raffenschiff. Lorna resigned, and Chari simply collected her things and disappeared from the camp one day. It seems that the family depended so long on Celita that when she was gone, nobody could make any firm unilateral decisions. The family's subsequent leaders ruled without any conviction, in the words of Trin Becker, who, like many other young members, left the Becker family after it decided to merge with Snake Nation. Trin, when I looked at Delu and Shari, I had the impression they had an invisible sign over their heads that said, "What would Celita do?" Lorna was all right, but she drank too much. To be honest, I don't blame her. I think Grandma's heart would break if she saw how quickly her successors went through the family's supplies and tore up contracts and agreements with other clans. And the idea to join Snake Nation, we might as well have asked Raffenschiff to line us up on the dirt and execute us. What's the difference? That was the true end of the family. That's why I, Ossian, Lil Alum, Afshin, Purser, and others decided to leave. Do you still keep in touch? No. Well, I guess V was one of them who left, so she wasn't the only one who didn't like this. But that's nice. It's nice to know a little bit more about her background story, so interesting read. The Odyssey, we're talking about like Homer's Odyssey, and something on smuggling. Again, this might be an interesting read in the situation. If you want to transport goods, you need contacts. Without contacts, forget about doing business. Who will you need to pay off? Customs officers, guards, the people at the gas station. Don't forget the motels. You take care of that. You can show up and vanish as you please. Keep them happy and they'll know when to turn a blind eye. It's also a good idea to strike a rapport with the fellows from Orbital Air. That is, if you're planning to ship something into orbit. Does this happen a lot? Remember those boxes full of seedlings last year? That could only have happened because my boys at Away Customs looked the other way for 15 seconds. Make sure you're well equipped. Don't use standard signal jammers. Customs agents aren't stupid. They'll know you're hiding something at the border, besides which there are no models that they can't disable. Use upgraded jammers that work hyper-locally in the exact place you're hiding the goods. Secure packages with ice, ideally bought from us. You can trust family. Use your imagination. Do you know how I managed to transport a few dozen pounds of drugs to SoCal? I paid the right people not to ask any questions and hitched a ride with an all-foods convoy. Nobody realized that several containers of food were packed full with drugs. Plan your routes carefully. You have up-to-date border patrol routes and areas scanned in real time by corporate satellites. And you have good old American roads. Use back roads and routes that corporate convoys would rather avoid. You can also dance around those old minefields since the cops don't patrol there anymore. Although apparently by now they know we pass through there and it's only a matter of time. Use the tunnels as a last resort. These days it's usually a one-way trip. You go through one, and the second you're out of the satellites, you're out of the satellites have a lock on you, so in case you do, step on it. And most of all, brothers and sisters, don't get caught. Okay, that's all good advice, I suppose, if you want to smuggle. Aftermath of the Great Nomad Tragedy. Well, let's have a look at this one. Most sources indicate that the governments of Peru, Brazil, and Chile have come to a solution for the so-called nomad problem. In an attempt to prevent the illegal transnational movement and typically temporary settlement of nomad clans across the South American continent, they plan to seal all borders to undocumented persons of dubious origin. Protestations from scholars, human rights groups, and even corporate representatives have thus far been ignored. Some corporations have voiced concerns that stifling the flow of migrant work could lead to economic decline and unpredictable social unrest. For example, some experts predict the local Brazilian workforce will simply be too small to meet the employment demands of ongoing major agricorp ventures. To push for tightened anti-nomad immigration policies comes as yet another heavy blow from South American governments against an already heavily targeted demographic. More information continues to surface about the so-called long return, where hundreds of thousands of nomads lost their jobs without warning and had their equipment, much of it personal, not company property, illegally seized by government authorities. Most laborers were relocated from North America specifically for this work, and without corporate support were forced to vacate the hazardous area formerly home to the Amazon rainforest in a week's time. With their only lifeline suddenly severed and no legal basis for staying, many dozens of thousands attempted to find a way home, even if that mean walking much of their distance. Initial reports show staggering figures for the number who died during this mass exodus. Many still ask why. Who benefits from these anti-nomad policies and border closures if not the South American nations or corporations? Many speculate that lobbyists from Orbital Air and other lunar colony representatives played a key part. Their objective, some allege, is to limit opportunities for migrant contract work so more will be forced for the sake of survival to accept employment in the notoriously difficult labor conditions of low Earth orbit and on the moon. Fascinating. So, Vani, we have lots of migrant movement from North America to like South America. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's have a look at all of this stuff, I suppose. What do we got here? New contract. Despite some setbacks, we should be able to finish the job by the agreed upon date. Can we meet to authorize the new contract? Okay, this is from Saul to Jeffrey Simmons, Senior PM at Biotechnica. Huh. Unfortunately, the terms were not upheld and the contract has been rendered void. We are currently negotiating with another contractor to finish the job. We can slash the rate by 20%. You won't find anybody who will do it cheaper. And if they will, they'll botch it for sure. We have a reputation to uphold. The Aldecaldos have never leave a job unfinished. We will consider renegotiating the contract at 25%. The job will then be categorized as a B41 and you will not be entitled to insurance coverage. If your honor permits, please confirm your acceptance of the aforementioned terms. Confirmed. I don't know, Saul. I think these guys are ripping you off. From Scorpion to Saul. I know, we talked about this a million times, but come on, say it. You sailed up a dry creek. If you don't want to listen to Panem, then listen to me. If honest smuggling is out, then better Snake Nation over the fucking corpse. If we join Snake, we'll still be nomads, but if we keep serving the corpse, I don't even know what you could call us. Oh, are they considering joining the Snake Nation as well? We have a contract with Biotechnica, end of discussion. Yeah, but it sounded like a real shitty contract, Saul. Just saying. Okay, and this is just spam. Anyway, I guess I will maybe look around this place a little bit more later. Let's go and talk to Panem now to find out what she needs. And
V,
here she is.
it's good you're here.
Alright, I see you're back with the Aldecados.
Had no idea you and the Aldecaldos had made up.
They continue to grind my gears something terrible. But, you know.
They're family.
Exactly.
Okay, so what exactly happened and why have you called me?
What happened? Spit it out.
The Wraiths took Saul.
Oh.
The Brickbrain ventured out with a small patrol and never came back.
Sure, it was Wraiths.
We've been observing their camp. We know they're holding prisoners, including someone important. We need to free Saul. I don't know why, but I felt I could count on you.
You totally can. We're chooms, that's why. You can, just not for free. And, well, I have a Nomad option, so I guess I will take it.
Belonged to a Nomad family too once. City doesn't change us all that much, I guess.
That's hard to deny. Whatever goodwill you might feel, I'm sure you won't turn down one of the best sniper rifles on the West Coast. A Tektronica Grad. You saw it in action already. That and the gratitude of the Caldos.
Sounds fancy.
Once you have it in hand, fancy all of a sudden becomes kick-ass. Let's go. Mitch will walk you through the details.
I mean, I would do this for free, but I will take the rifle as well if you want to give it to me. So, let's follow her.
Well, I'll be. Panem and V, what's going on there?
Not much, sadly. If that's what you're implying.
After what happened to Scorpion, she shows up here?
Ooh.
Guess probably for Saul.
Ignore that.
I'm going to
Panem.
ignore it.
Seriously? You really aim to do this?
Someone has to.
You know you have a piston missing, right?
Someone has to.
You have a piston missing. Alright, so where exactly are we going?
Where's Mitch? He was supposed to meet me here.
He'll be here any minute.
Alright.
You never mentioned seeking outside help.
We can use all the help we can get.
Lean against the car. Okay, how? Oh, I have to do it over here. So, yeah, how are we doing this? I'm just going to ignore what she said.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Quietly. An open assault would be suicide. Mitch is already setting up the recon. You'll sneak into the Wraith's camp while I cover you.
Just us two? What about the rest? Do it quiet, sure, perfect for two. Sounds good to me.
Going in quiet. Two's all you need.
It's not that I don't want to go to serve some Raffins up some justice. It's just...
Look around! The last attacks left barely half of us standing. Our supplies are stuck outside goddamn Reno, and our gear... Don't get me started.
We're up Shit Creek, static. And I don't know if we're ever gonna find or fashion a paddle. Try as
Not
we
sure if I
might.
want to interrupt them.
So we do what Saul would want us to do.
Mm-hmm. We wait and gather our strength.
So they're not going to help us. What do you
There's
say
Mitch.
about this?
Hey there, V. I floated a drone over the race camp.
Okay.
We have live eyes on it. Will you take a look?
I certainly will, but first of all, how are you?
Mitch, how you been?
Wishing duct tape could right all the world's wrongs. And hey, it shouldn't be me occupying your thoughts, but Saul. You taking a look or not?
Fair enough.
Let's see what we
take
got
a
here.
look.
The Raffins can't see it. Active camo, but that practically inhales battery juice, so make it quick.
All right.
They found an abandoned cement plant to squat in, with a massive heavy gear. Locusts would be a better name for them. They fly into a place, strip it of all it's got, then move on. But this time... Do you see the wall? They've added some primitive security measures. It points to them aiming to stay longer. The question is why? Who knows for sure, but I would guess that Saul is part of the reason.
Okay, I can mark people here. I'm not sure if that's going to stick, but...
If he's still there, we have to find a way inside. That guard post is probably connected to the rest of the camp.
Our way in?
Maybe, but there are also breaches in the wall. Lightly guarded sections.
Okay. So maybe we should try to find these breaches. Observe the camp gate and perimeter. Okay. This is the camp gate. And there's another guard. There's quite a few actually in the vicinity. Also a camera.
Do you see the tracks?
I see the tracks. Scan the vehicle tracks.
Tire tracks. Their vehicles were moving heavy freight.
Alright, I forgot to read the text, I'm afraid.
It could have been
So-
equipment. Either that or Saul's not their only prisoner. The tracks lead to the truck. Can you scan it?
Scan the truck. Oh no, that's a crane.
That's probably the one they kept Saul in.
Okay. Armored custom, load empty, the rig likely used for smuggling cargo and people. But he's not in there anymore, so... we gotta find
The main
out where they
building.
keep
There.
him.
Saul must be inside.
Quite a spread. Be like looking for a diamond in a hailstorm.
If they haven't scrapped and gutted the place for parts, you could access the local camnet. You would just need to find the
Right.
control room.
Control room, got it. Or I just hack into one of the cameras and then I can at least find out where all of them are and then disable them manually. There's another one over here. I'll try to make a mental note of all of that.
The skywalk. It connects the garage to the main structure.
Okay. So I guess that's all that I can gather from this. In that case, let's end the recon. Apparently we're just going the same way again.
Okay, got some stuff to work with now.
Is everything clear?
Maybe let's re-summarize, just in case.
Let's sum things up just to be sure.
Sheesh. Okay. The Raffins captured Saul. They're holding him somewhere inside their base.
Yes, I know that.
We are the cavalry riding to the rescue, hoping to make it in time. You will strive to slip into the camp while I cover you, but we'll let bullets fly only as a last resort.
I get it.
They are
Okay.
many, we are few, so we'll need to look for any chance to gain the upper hand. You will pull Saul out, and the three of us will ride away at top speed. All clear now?
Yep, let's go and get Saul.
Yep, let's go get Saul.
Perfect. Mitch, is the van primed?
I did what I could. Take a tour.
I mean, I can probably do this in open combat, but she wants to do it quietly, so I will attempt to do it quietly. Also, I'm
Solid
getting pretty
job.
good at that.
I mostly improvised, actually.
Either way, it'll have to do.
Hold on a minute, I got one more thing. If you find Saul hasn't flatlined, you'll probably need this. Spike Superjet, a Rhino dose. It should speed up Saul's central pump.
Okay. I'll take it.
Hope so. Doubt I could carry him on my back.
So that should be everything. V, will you ride with me?
Yeah, of course, going on my own, see you there. No, I guess I'll come with you.
Yeah, of course I'm going with you.
Okay, you take the wheel.
Want me driving?
Oh.
Yep, I need to fiddle with my scope a bit.
So I have to drive anyway. Well, I guess I will do that. Head to the Raffen Schiff camp. Okay, let's go.
You'll come back, right?
Oh, that's the plan.
Oh, yeah. We even have a radio in here.
Amazing.
Take it for a spin if you like.
I mean, this is not exactly my idea of a great car, so I think I'm just going to drive to our destination and that's it. It's also quite a distance. Luckily, it seems to be mostly like a straight road.
I still can't believe he let himself get captured. Anyone else? But Saul?
Said yourself he's not at the top of his form.
Yes, but moving civilians across the border during a bombardment? Hijacking a petrochem tanker? Opening the valves? Cranking a few figure eights to set the desert ablaze and give the kids a fun show? That's the Saul I remember.
All had our idols.
I know. It's just
what? But yeah, this car doesn't handle well at all. It's very, very oversteery. But it looks like we are getting close. Also, look at that storm over there. Is that a sandstorm?
Holy, do you see that? That is one hell of a storm.
Okay, it's a storm.
Bad.
Oh, it's bad in more than its look. We have to move quickly.
Okay. I mean, the storm could be helpful.
Let's go over the... We need to hide the car. Park beside that outcrop.
If it, like, reduces visibility, people won't be able to see us during the storm. But okay, let's park the car.
Okay, out. I'll find a place to roost and keep you in sight. You just watch yourself down there.
So, let's take a look at that. The storm is a little bit glitchy. And yeah, it looks like tagging them via the drone didn't stick, so I will have to do a bit of reconnaissance again. Now I remember that we had like a camera somewhere over here. Question is, can I hack it from this position? Yes, I can. First of all, let's turn it off. Now let's hack into this. And let's start tagging some people. Although, for some reason, I can't switch to other cameras. Although we do have one over here, so I can at least switch over to that one. Alright, let's turn this one off. Is that a person over here? I think that's a person, but I can't tag him. Maybe let's switch over to this camera. Okay, this seems to be connected to other cameras, so now I can actually switch over to the other cameras in the network. That's good to know. Okay, we got this one already. Now, let's see. What else do we got there? Okay, we got some people inside as well. Looks like another person over here. Some people down here. These guys are all tagged already. There's another one over here and another one over here. And that's No, that's not a camera. Oh, that's the wrong button. Yeah, this is like on the other side. Let's turn off this one. Which means I should be able to see this camera from here. I mean, this over here looks like it might be a camera, but I can't properly reach it, and I can't take this guy over here apparently. Alright. Again, I just have to remember that there's one camera in here that I haven't disabled yet. Ooh.
Panam.
Look
Found
what
Saul,
we
I think.
found.
Locked in the cellar.
How is he?
It's hard to say. Too dark.
Okay, get down there and get him. Maybe we made it in time.
Saul Bright, wanted for smuggling, human trafficking, vandalism, corporate grand larceny. Abilities combat stim. That's all. Okay, we got like a person over here, I think. Also, I think these symbols are like special weapons, so maybe I can find this room and pick up that special weapon. We also have like a computer over here that might be useful. But okay, so he's somewhere downstairs. That is good to know. And except for this person over here, I think we actually tagged everyone now. Okay, there we go. Got him or her too. What is she doing? I think she's like playing something on her smartphone. Alright, is this all the cameras? Yep, now we are back here. And we have some idea where we need to go. So let's switch back to our overview. And yeah, I guess I will actually make a cut here. And we will start our infiltration in the next episode. And hopefully we will be able to free Saul and do it before that sandstorm arrives. But for now, let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching and see you again next time.